Good day, everyone. My name is Maria Kądzielska, and this is Poland Daily Culture. Today in studio we have a very original band. He's Polish and she's Chinese, and they make music together. Ladies and gentlemen, Pomponika.
Hello.
Hello.
Łucja and Piotr, thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invitation.
But before we listen to their story, let's hear them play.
All the tears are drying in the air. It's such a weird hot summer day. The way you handle it is out of control. Nobody dared to say a word. Violence was born from the consciousness, far beyond we could realize. Deep inside you prefer to use a fist, cause it saves time for both of us. Shameless, you say, in the crowded street. Everyone pretends not to look. Pointless, you claim, in the sharing moment. Since when all the dreams are wrong? Nonsense, you left. Now let me shall decide. Who or what am I gonna be? Bullshit. That's a final answer for everything we're gonna argue with.
Before we learn more about your music, let's gossip for a few minutes. Polish-Chinese couples are rare. How did you both meet?
Well, we met in a beautiful place close to Warsaw. There is a Radziejowice Palace, and we organize workshops for composers. And we invite some Chinese groups from Sichuan, and that's how we met.
So you went to Sichuan. We went from Sichuan to Poland.
Yes, I was a participant of this workshop back to 2015, I guess.
2015.
Yes.
And you just saw Piotr and you decided, this is my Polish man.
Kind of.
Well, you know, it's a summer, beautiful place, great relaxing atmosphere. So it's how it works, I guess.
What is the common background between both of you? Because you combine two continents. Was it music, the thing which put you both together?
I think in the first place, I wouldn't say it's music. I would say it's more about the way of thinking, how to spend your life. So we talk a lot in the first place when we met.
Yes. I was kind of amazed because I thought, I never really thought I will have Chinese girlfriend or wife, yes? I would think it's a completely different world, but actually when we met, I cannot see any difference. So that's a funny thing, funny fact.
So in fact, we Polish and Chinese people have lots of things in common, yes?
I think so. I mean, we are all individuals, so I think there are many different people in Poland and many different people in China. Well, I visited China once. I spent there 1 month, and I've seen many differences, but like between us, as an individual, I think we are very similar.
So which language do you speak at home together?
Mostly English because it's easy.
Yes, it's easy, but you know, when couple talks, they have their own words. So I think if English people can hear us, they will laugh, I think. So we mixed, sometimes we mixed Polish and English, sometimes you add some Chinese words.
So, and which Chinese words do you use, put? Which are the most common, which you have in your dictionary?
I think you speak the thank you the most, yes?
Yes, 谢谢.
谢谢.
So sometimes we talk and suddenly I say 谢谢. I actually, I don't speak Chinese nearly at all. I know just a few words like dumplings.
Which are? Give us them.
我爱包子. That means I love dumplings. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. So that's the only thing I can say in Chinese. But usually that makes Chinese people, laugh a lot when I talk it. And that's the funny story because Łucja stocks arrived this year to us, and they cannot speak Polish. So we have communication problems because with Łucja I can speak English, but with the dogs it's very difficult. So
you have to talk.
I have to learn now Chinese really because of the dogs.
Okay, very funny. And Łucja, how do you feel in Poland? Because you needed to move here for him, as I understand. Was it a hard decision?
I mean, for me, I feel very calm and happy here. because back to my city in Chengdu, there's quite a big city. There's a lot of people. So when I came here, I feel, oh, it's much less people and much less noise on the street. And in Warsaw, you have many lovely parks. I think that's very important for me, because when I was walking in those parks, I feel like I'm living the postcards, like what I've seen when I was a child.
So you feel much calmer here. Is
Yes.
it also a better place to work on your music?
I think so. You know, when the first year when I moved here, I even write a song about me in Warsaw. So because I feel very relaxing and very chill out every day.
To be the Chinese kid, just to nod my head. Don't speak too much and don't be fat. Eat every food the local recommend. Use fake love when I don't understand.
Could you tell us more about the role of a musician in China?
As a musician in China?
Yes. Is it the same as in Poland?
No,
Or is
I
it
think it's very different, because you know we have mega population in China, so which make all the situation very different. If you're a musician in China, no matter what kind of musician, I would say it's much easier to make a living, because there's different platforms for you. And nowadays in China, people tend to watch like the TikTok or the channel, the streamers. So if you just download any of that, you can see like thousands, millions of the musicians performing there. And also we have many different music festivals. So if you want to have a show or somewhere, you can also find a place.
So it's actually a little bit easier than in Poland.
I would say it's different. I wouldn't call it easy.
Okay, but it's like there are more platforms and more audience,
Yes.
for sure. But as I understand, more musicians as well.
Yes, so it's the same.
Yeah, and how did you start your music life?
You mean back to China? I was dreaming about to learn piano when I was a kid, but we are kind of financially poor, so we cannot afford it. So finally, when I was 15, we got a chance, and I can start to learn piano and other like vocal training things. Then I trained for like 3 or 4 years, and I entered the University of the Music. Then after that one, we feel like maybe vocal is not ready for me. Then I turned my major to the composition more. So that's how it develops. And at the end of the composition study, and I came here for this Piotr workshop.
And tell me about Chinese aesthetics. What kind of music in China people like? What is the most popular? Is it different in Poland?
I think it's different, because if you're talking about the aesthetic things, it's always connected with history factors, yes, and also the regions of the country. And you know, China is made of many different regions. And if we are talking about the minority regions, which I was so fascinated by their music and culture, because most of their culture and their spirit is very passionate and open, and they will make their music and their ceremony, their dancing very passionate, and they use the word very straight, very powerful. So for the minority culture, I think it's very nice. And for our majority region, because of the history reason, I think our culture has to be cut for like decades. So we stopped developing our culture for decades. And nowadays, I believe people tend to rebuild those things again. So if you're talking about young people nowadays, I think they are more into to find themselves. Like they are more merging to the Japanese or Korean culture or the American or hip-hop cultures and the street cultures much more. And for like our parents' generation, and now they start to believe, okay, they are confident and safe to build their elegance and beauty again. So it's different.
To sum up, Chinese culture is reflourishing again and created again the majority culture.
I believe so.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is also an encouragement for you to learn more about modern Chinese culture. And thank you for watching Poland Daily Culture.